fucking people are beat! Let's go more Prong! Prong!
I'll stand over there while they're kicking your ass.
Okay. Come on. Take these off.
I got you. They're supposed to be like cyber soon, man. He said soon, but it's not on the April list. Melvin's supposed to.
Yeah, I heard they were gonna come down while you bring my bag.
Well, let's show me like April. So guys, what's going on?
What's up? Which thing, no, the big question is, Epic Records, how'd you get it?
Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. What's your zine? It's a video zine.
Oh, Thrash Metal.
Thrash Metal video zine. Cool. First, start by introducing yourself.
I'm Ted.
Tommy.
All right. And how long ago did Prong form?
We were like together spring '86.
And these are all original members.
Yeah.
All right. Spring '86.
Yeah.
Well.
Where'd you come up with your name, Prong?
Well, we just went through a whole shitload of names, and we didn't want the typical heavy metal name, you know, Death or Dark or Black, something like that. You know, Youth or something like that. And
Like hardcore.
Yeah, right. So we want to be a cross between everything. We wanted something sort of on the industrial side, something, you know, Prong was good because it's like, you know, it's a trio and brings the three together.
So was that like the thing from the beginning, industrial, or like trying to be a little bit different than a regular hardcore? And
it's just the way it was. We didn't really like go out of our way.
When you guys started, it was like across everything, maybe, right?
Yeah, more or less.
That was mostly thought of, right? Like, you know, how Carnivore was and all that.
Right.
Okay. So, so the industrial thing is like more what's taking place now, or it's just always was, you know.
It's just an influence. We really don't label ourselves and try to do something on purpose. Right. There's nothing that contrived. It's more what our influences are, and it just comes out in the playing. And we don't have like a strict metal background. Our backgrounds are more like a lot of different shit. So, you know, that comes out. And we're just aware of that, and we're not really concerned about just being like a regular thrash band or, you know, just being natural. We're just playing what we like. You know?
What are your influences?
They're really varied. I mean, it goes back to early metal. Like, Ted and I are really into like old Zeppelin and Sabbath.
He was in an old Budgie today. It's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
Budgie.
Yeah, it's good.
Then into you know, like punk and hardcore. Circle Jerks, Black Flag.
The older stuff, right?
Yeah, the older stuff more. I was more Black Flag, definitely the biggest. And then after that, like Killing Joke, really into. Joy
More
Division.
extreme stuff, right?
Yeah, like the English, you know, post-punk stuff, Bauhaus, Sisters of Mercy, and then, you know, back when like thrash came out, it was like back to the meat. You know, it was away from big-time metal. Got, you know, really so boring, and that thrash is really, you know, was it for a while.
So I heard some stuff about like a band called the Swans. Is that?
Ted was in the Swans.
Swans. That was like an early punk band, right?
Yeah, it was.
Well, sort of post-punk.
Yeah, it was. The first couple of albums are real, like bashy, real kind of monotonous sounding.
Back when the Beastie Boys and the Nihilistic thing was going, or
Yeah, actually they were around during that time. Yeah, but they were just actually it was real dirgy, kind of like real power chord stuff. You know, bass playing power chords and shit. It was real like. You know, dirgy stuff.
So what you guys are doing now
cool.
is like a progression of what maybe was, you know?
Well,
like a build up to what you guys are doing now, maybe.
Yeah, not necessarily. I mean, I joined Swans just because I wasn't doing anything. I had never heard before. A week before I joined them. But if you can find Filth and Cop, those are pretty intense records. It's pretty gut-wrenching shit.
Any other questions? Or?
Yeah, what's it like CBS? How did that come about? You just getting signed on that?
Yeah, the Epic thing.
Well, we've just been playing out in New York for, you know, over the years, and we went over to Europe, and that generated a good amount of press in like magazines like Kerrang, Metal Forces, and you know, the labels are up on that. And we played some shows. We played a show at the Cro-Mags at the Ritz in New York, and that generated a lot of like label interest. We were looking for a record deal. All the major independents were interested. You know, we had one record on Relativity and Effect label, And, you know, we're looking
Let's
for...
force that out, right?
Right. So we're looking for like a real deal to sign with rather than that licensing deal, which that was. And this is all the indies, and then, you know, Bob Feinagel of Epic Records, who signed Suicidal Tendencies also, has been checking us out. He saw us like after the fourth time he saw us, he said he's got to sign us. So, you know, we had to play a couple more showcases, and then we got it.
It wasn't that much of like a rush decision, like something that was like cop in on, or, you know, somebody that's from New York and
No,
trying to do it, not saying that you're doing the same as Suicidal, but like it wasn't like a cop-in decision for them. They'd been looking at you or something like that. So
yeah, it's after a
creative
while. I
too,
mean,
right?
you know, they check out whatever's happening.
I mean, that's a pretty big label. Right?
Yeah,
It's good exposure for a band your size, right?
yeah. I mean, well, you know, we're trying to grow. We want to get, you know, more popular. We don't want to just stay on a hardcore like.
No, I was just trying to, you know, say maybe they were just getting into something like a cop-out thing. It was just like something every time that they saw you and wanted to do it, or...
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to get signed.
Yeah, I know
There's like thousands of bands in New York trying to get
Because,
signed to major labels.
Because I think there's a band called Gothic Slam.
Yeah, they were on Torrid, and they did like a record with Torrid, Epic. They're not signed to Epic.
No, they're not.
They're
signed
signed
to
to
I'm
Torrid.
comparing the same league as you. That's why I'm looking at.
I hope they don't.
Like I said, it's like a certain, like a
I know what
crossover
you're saying
attempt.
though, I mean, it's like...
A crossover attempt in somebody that's trying to do something different. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
It was more or less one guy kind of like found us and tried to convince everyone else to sign us. This guy Bob Feinagel.
That's a pretty good label, right? It's a huge label for like exposure-wise, right?
I don't know. I
Merchandise
mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll.
Oh, you just started, so...
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, thank you.
it's they've done a lot for us, more than any independent label's gonna do. Indie labels, you lucky get enough money to record a half-decent record, and it's really hard. I mean, we did 3 independent albums. It's not like this is our first record. We've done 3 records on indie labels, and it's no fun, believe me. I mean,
How do they promote you?
well,
What do they
it's
call
fine now.
it?
They're doing great now. I mean, they have higher expectations for us than I think that we ever thought we'd have on our own. I mean, so it's good. I mean,
The Headbangers Ball thing. It's on the top of your albums when you buy it now, so...
yeah, well, they use that music. I mean, it's a really short thing. They use
Yeah.
that.
But they're putting, you know, their little MTV logo on the top of your cassette, so it's got to be a boost, right?
I guess so. I
It's
haven't
on.
seen that yet.
Are you just going to
Think
shoot
about
a video?
MTV, you ain't gonna...
What's that?
Are you just going to shoot a video?
Yeah, we shot a video last Thursday.
For the song?
Beg to Differ.
You know, that album's like really hard to find around here.
Beg to Differ is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that...
Mike went down
In
to town,
Delaware,
there's
where I
like
live,
4
it's
cassettes
easy to
down
find.
there, or 4 like
Philly,
CDs.
Mayor.
It's easier to find in Delaware than here.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Definitely.
They have it at Tower.
Did I? I
Yeah.
haven't been in
Well,
there.
just
like,
CDs on the album.
Well, the day that I came to Tower, I went to Philly, and they had, or I was in Philly, and when I went back to Delaware, at like a small place called Wall to Wall Sound in Delaware. They had it down in Delaware before they had it here. I don't know if that has something to do with the people who like buy cassettes from down there.
Who the hell knows? Where did you go for? Where did you look for it?
I was just looking in like some local record stores.
When was this?
Second Tower, like this afternoon and all
Really?
next week. Because my friend who works in a radio station had it Friday and Saturday. I went and
Well,
checked
see,
for
I
it.
bought it last Sunday in a place down in Delaware, and it wasn't up here. I was already up here Sunday.
Did they have everything, cassette, the CD, and album and everything?
They had the CD and the cassette, but they didn't have an album.
Is it pressed on?
Because well, they
Yeah, it's
on
on
sound is getting rid of albums. So
Yeah.
they don't want that. To do it. I don't know. Maybe that's something. You know, it's a bootleg. I don't know. Everybody got a bootleg. I don't see how something like that would come about.
tape.
How did you feel about playing an over 21 show tonight?
We hate it. We can't stand doing it.
I'm not 21. I like snuck in, so.
Good for you. Yeah, we really hate doing it. It really is.
It sucks. There's a lot of kids that want to come in. They can't see us.
Yeah.
You know, a couple kids that I saw on the street today. They
They
said,
really didn't card down too hard in here, so. But that's another story.
yeah, but if people know it's an over 21, they don't even bother going. Because why waste your time coming all the way down here if you're just going to be able to, you know, you're not going to come
Is
in?
everything?
Like
Most
I
of the
said,
shows.
Delaware is a cool place right now. It's like a combined 21 and over and everything.
I own a Delaware.
That's what it should be.
Well, there's a place down in Delaware. They would definitely, you know, I don't know how big your management is now. You might be, you know, Creator play down there, Sacred Right play there. So, you know, they're getting pretty big as far as crowd goes.
Are you just going on like a major tour or anything?
Well, we're going to Europe. We're touring with Faith No More over there.
How do you
guys
guys
think
feel
of that?
about bands like Chili Peppers, Faith, and Soundgarden?
Well, we like Soundgarden a lot.
Was that the bass player from Sound?
Yeah. I mean, I like them. We just toured with them on the West Coast.
How did that go over?
I thought it was great. I mean, you know, we didn't go over with that crowd, and it was very pathetic because that's like where we are, you know. So I think
That's
And
where
there's
your
some-
generation.
Do you feel like your music changed from like the last album to this album? In like a major way, you might have lost some fans.
I don't think so. I mean, you know, we just, you know, it's a lot of this stuff is just progressed. It's just like, it's not the same. I mean, I think we have a more like, a more stripped down approach to things. It's just more bare bones now. We're not trying to like do too many overdubs and it's the same intensity.
What about the hardcore thing? What do you think about that?
Well, it's moved, hardcore's moved into a direction. It was starting to move, I think, more at a slower pace thing anyhow. I mean, at least in New York. I mean, we're like, you know, we're still like rooted in New York
Yeah,
hardcore.
do you still work
Well, maybe let me like name like bands like the straight edge bands, like
Who?
straight edge.
Well, straight edge bands.
Yeah, like Unedited today and
I don't listen to those
Sick of It All,
bands.
Sick of It All,
Sick of It All, I
right,
listen
straight
to. I
edge
know these
bands.
guys really well. I mean, there's a couple of songs I really like of Sick of It All. I like the attitude more than the music.
But that's what people are more considering hardcore now. So
Sick of It All, yeah.
So would you consider you guys like going away from that, or just
Yeah, I don't want to make concern with.
expanding on what you used to like about that?
Well, I mean,
It's a hard question. You
I
still
mean,
are. You
they're
still
not
want
the
to be
greatest
hardcore,
players in the world. I mean, we aren't either. But I mean, like, I'm not.
but you're going in a better direction. That's what
It's the energy level, it's good, that's what I like about it.
the hardcore.
Yeah.
I like the way they present hardcore. I think that it's really, I mean, it's a real New York style, and I think they got it. And I like some of their ideas. I like Killing Time too. I mean,
It's the New York thing. It's not.
we sort of like played with them several times. You know, we're like them with long hair more or
When you
less.
play with that
almost, but a little
No,
more.
I ain't trying to like pass
When you
judgment.
play with
I
like a
just wanted
hardcore
to,
band,
you
how's it
know,
go
just
over when you're
don't
playing with
think
like a skinhead
You guys
belt?
were considered like
Did I
a
get
Actually,
any
last
now?
time we played,
like a
CBG
middle
was
of the line
mostly
hardcore
skinheads,
band.
hardcore
Is that
stuff.
closed now or is that
Yeah.
still open?
It's like, I don't know if you heard
Yeah,
somebody screaming
Disbelief
disbelief out there
closed.
tonight. That was me. I don't know if you guys still play that.
What?
Disbelief. That was
No,
like,
we
you don't see that?
sometimes we do it.
I mean, that's one of my favorite songs, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people like that one.
Yeah, I like that a lot, but you know, if you guys don't do it anymore, it's more along your hardcore lines, right?
Right.
Like, just like spit it out, get it over with, and then go to the next
So-
one.
You have to understand being in a band though, you get really, I mean, as selfish as it is, you get really bored of your old stuff and you want to keep playing the new stuff.
But you all three were
for
together
you.
when that was released, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was just like so long ago that I can understand.
No, I can't stand that album now. I mean, you know, it's like
really?
No, it sounds really
What,
crude to
was
us,
that
you know.
was that released on the album? On Prong
Disbelief, yeah.
Was it?
and it was on a lot of compilations.
Yeah,
and shit.
that's what I heard on first, the compilation. See, because I can never find your first album.
Mental health.
It was more or less like a
Third Street Jazz.
Yeah, Third Street Jazz right then. But hey, I don't get up here that
How
much.
big would you like to see Prong get one day? Like big as like Metallica or something, or?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. I just want to like live off of it. I don't want to like go back to my regular job.
So are you guys big enough now to just like forget about what you used to do?
No, but like, you know, we're constantly going
about it?
further and further into debt. You know, the record company throws money at you, and you got to keep it
So
alive.
you guys have to compensate for what they do, sir. That's not considered like a royalty or something like
It's
that.
too much work to do. I mean, there's no way we could like work our day jobs and do this the right way. I mean, right now, there's no way.
We got a lot of touring to do next year. We got a road
So
lots of stuff to
this next year is going to be like a really critical.